Hello, it's Wessel here, and thanks for joining me as I continue on with my adventures in SnowRunner on hard mode. Today we're up to day 13 here in the Tamir region, and we're going to be focusing on the Rift map. So at the moment we arrived yesterday with the Tartarin and the Azov 7, and basically I'm going to use the Tartarin to, well, do most of the scouting things and any heavy pulling, and then the Azov to do any deliveries. So I don't think we'll get through the whole of Rift tasks in one day. It'll probably take more like about 3, but let's get stuck in and see how far we can go at knocking over the Rift. So let's fire it up. We're over here in the, southeast corner, I think, of the map. We've just triggered that task. We have another task down here. So this task down here is basically called Pacifist. Involves taking a stuck Tartarin here out of the mud. So we'll take that, accept. Now because I've put the extended winch on my Tartarin, I can reach down to there without any trouble at all, which is rather nice. So we should then be able to, actually I'll just show that task. Pacifist. That's what I meant to do. I'll turn the engine on the other Tartarin, so it'll no doubt be able to come up here now. So there you go, pretty good job of bringing it up to the top. Just pull it here to this safe area. Just shove our own trailer a bit out of the way. Okay. And we have successfully pulled him up to there, which is good. Drag trailer out of the way if I can. Certainly can. And now I've left the engine running on the other one, which was rather silly of me, because I used the engine. So we'll just connect the winch and turn off the engine. Right, he's now turned off. Stop my engine. Yep. All engines are off. We can then use the scout fuel carrier to fuel up that guy, which then completes half of the requirements for restoring him. And for repairing, I could repair him from my roof rack, but it wouldn't be enough. I don't have enough repair points to be able to fix him, so I shan't do that, and instead we'll leave him there and come back when I've got something that I can repair him with. Just see if we can squeeze past our right. Okay, so we're done here for the moment. So let's go for a bit more of a hike. Find the next watchtower. So I'll just stop there so I can see the map. So the next watchtower is pretty much up this way. Turn off up this way, and we'll find that watchtower up there. So that's our next plan. And I haven't been in the driver's seat of the Tartarin yet, have I? So we'll want to give that a look. So fairly enclosed. This probably isn't the greatest path to be doing, because I've got no idea where I am now. Lost me path. Found it again. Okay. Got a task coming up here as well. So I'll just hop out of this so I can see where I'm going. Yes, that's quite enclosed, that cockpit. Old Faithful. Sure, we can do Old Faithful. And I think Old Faithful is basically fixing that step that's right here. So I'll just pull up alongside and find Old Faithful. And yep, we've got to refuel and repair. And then after that, we've got to deliver it to the service station. Okay, fine. So let's refuel it while I've got my fuel trailer right here. So he's happily fueled up. And then I'm right on top of the watchtower, so that's good. So we've now grabbed that watchtower. So that's half the map already opened up. So let's head over now to this watchtower, see what we can find on the way. Just wary of these rocks. Not that I think the Tartarin would have any trouble with them, but I'm always wary of big rocks. Oh yes, don't watch the trailer if you're squeamish. There's a fair bit of trailer abuse going on here. It'll spend some of its time on its wheels. I'm sure it will. So we'll toddle across this little crossing here, made just for us. This way. Going to pull it up there because I realised that I had that task called Pathfinder that we were being annoyed with ages ago. That's quite close to here. Oh, I think of it. So we'll just nip up to that Pathfinder spot while we're in the vicinity. That's how easy that was. So now we completed that Pathfinder contract, and there is in fact no other. You got to wonder whether they were thinking of putting a gateway up here. Got to think they might have been, but there isn't one. So that's fine. We will head back to our little fuel carrier. And just because we always like doing side trips, we're just going to nip down here and have a little look down here, because I'm 99.9% sure, okay, so I am sure, that there's a service trailer just down here somewhere. In there, where we're now looking. Now I don't think it can fit through these rocks. I think it's done on purpose to make you come this way. And that's fine. We'll come this way. And we'll just use a bit of the Tartarin's brute force capacity to drag it out sideways. I'm sure that's not what you're meant to do, but yeah, no. And we'll grab it with our winch. Yep. And unfortunately, oh dear, it tipped over. Come on. It's just caught on the front. That's it. Now we can attach the winch to the towing point, and we'll be fine. This is where the Tartarin is just a real beast of a machine. You can just pull, and it has great grip, so I'm not going to look at that trailer. Don't look at it. I'm sure it'll end up on its wheels. Don't look. No looking. There we go. It's on its wheels. That was lucky. Okay, so we'll just bring this guy backing up onto the road. Easier to get at. Unfortunately, we can't repair from it, from the Tartarin, simply because we can't attach to it. So there's all those yummy repair points just sitting there, and we can't use them. Oh well. That's fine. Alright, we're going to leave it there because the Azov 7 can come and get it. Meanwhile, we're going to keep heading over to find that next watchtower. under Khan Lo4f. Okay, the Great Nomad. So again, here's another spot that we need to repair and refuel. I will refuel from the scout fuel trailer to the Lo4f to finish that off. That's pretty cool. And we'll reattach our trailer again, which we sometimes, for some reason, seem to have dropped. So that picks up that task. Okie dokie. And then if we keep coming round, past that sawmill, and up past this house, we should find another fuel carrier. And if we're lucky, we also get an upgrade. The Azov AM4V146 engine for the Yar and the Khan, Marshal and Sentinel. So probably won't be using that one much, but we'll have it anyway. Okay, so we've happily found a trailer, so what I'm going to do is refuel from it, and I'm going to refuel the Scout and the Tartarin. I'll use a bit of that. Attach me winch again. Where's my winch point? Oh. And head on with this one. Just going to come back down here to the sawmill, pull up, that'll do. Alright, because that gets us a fair way through some tasks. We missed that, poops. We missed the watchtower when I was coming straight for the Khan, so I might wanna go back and get that as I go. Maybe we'll do that with the Azov 7 as we come through. Let's have a think. Okay, so we'll hop into the Azov 7, which has still got the vehicle spare parts that we need for this task, but we can't do this, or this contract, until we finish the Uplink contract. So that's fine. We'll start with this one. Head on over. Actually, I'll get rid of the Great Nomad task because we're not actually doing that at the moment. Yeah. So we're going to basically take the Azov, bring it around to join the Tartarin after having picked up that service trailer on the way. Yep. I've probably gone just a bit too far, because I don't really want to be falling through those rocky bits. So let's just reverse here and then go cross country. Yeah, just to clarify, so I've come from the gateway down here, toddled along here to where I am, and what I want to do is go cross country to this point here, because this is difficult to traverse in a truck as big as the Azov 7. So let's do a bit of cross country work. Run over a tree stump, smash into something else. Continuing to bash our suspension in the poor old Azov 7. But we now have a service trailer here that I can attach to, which will help me to fix that damage. Basically going to come through, hopefully where the service trailer was hidden. Just hang this side a little bit. Just check where we are on the map in a minute. Just plot there. Yeah, that's right. So we've come through here, and I just need to turn right to go through where the that trailer was originally, I think, in somewhere there, or maybe no, it's in here. Yep. So it's fine. We'll keep on heading on. Should find the service trailer just up here. Oh, yes, there it is. Get ahead of it. Come back and connect it up. Lovely. First things first, let's repair ourselves. So now we're going to take this on with us to get to the little Khan Lo4f. Yeah. Again, occasionally that low nose of the Azov 7 is just going to get stuck in them against a rock or a tree root. But we can get through. because I'll put the larger engine in the Azov 7, it can pull along very nicely now. So I was toying with stopping and going to that watchtower, but I just decided that I'll keep pushing on. Okay, so here we are here. We can repair. Oh, let's bring up the task just so we can. Great Nomad. Can repair from the service trailer to the Khan Lo4f. Done. Okay. So that then just leaves us with the need to deliver it. Detach this trailer. It's just getting in the way. Unfortunately, I've got to detach it a bit in the way. That's okay. Now here, unpack the cargo. I'm going to offload the cargo here because this is where it needs to be delivered later on. So we'll just offload it here. Pop it out of the way next to those tyres as far as the crane can reach. It's not too bad. They can sit there, that's good. And if you remember, that was dependent on the Uplink contract. So let's fire up the Uplink contract. See how we go with that. So for Uplink we need to load 2 wooden planks. Well, we're at the right place. Just that we're not quite in the right spot. Don't know why they've set themselves like this, but this is how they've done it. So that's about as close as I can get. I would like some wooden planks. And we'll just drag them over. That's our first one. Okay, be like that. It's proving to be annoying. Now we've got the right one. Sideways. Right. Okay, so now we've got 2 wooden planks. I've only got 240 litres of fuel, so I'm just going to touch up the fuel from the trailer. Refuel. Whoops. Refuel. Then we're going to head on through. Pop our lights on so we can see. Bit of a drop off here. Well, I don't really want to be on here. It's a bit scary. Let's come down off here. I'm just going to use this road, but do it so I don't completely fall over. Yes, that was all around a bad idea. Let's go the long way. Come back to where we were. Oh, and we've got a trailer. With a scout flatbed. Fair enough. I don't think I'll use that for anything, but that's okay. Alright, so we completely wasted 10 litres of fuel then. But that's okay. Let's follow the road. Not that way. That way. This will be a little bit of a challenge for us to get up here. But we do have a winch. To that tree if we need to. Okay, so we made that about as hard as it could have been. All of these tight corners don't like them. Now over here, there is a metal plant or something where we can load up steel beams. Again, I think I've come at it completely the wrong way, but okay, here we are. So what I can do is offload my timber for the moment. Just grab one of them out, pop them over there. The other one out. So a little bit of cargo shuffling here now. The next part of Uplink requires us to have some metal beams. So I think I've got my toes in there, so we can put a metal beam onto the spot at any rate. Restore the crane. Come over this side and load it up. And then we'll pop one of the wooden planks on top. Just caught the arm. So then we can go back and grab one of these planks. Right, so where we're then going to go is back across the river, there, and then we're going to be sneaky and try and creep up here, because it is possible. It's very hard in the in the Azov 7, but we'll give it a go. And I'll just show you what Uplink really involves, because I don't think we looked at it before. We need to take 2 metal beams and 2 wooden planks to the base station. So let's try and do that. So I want to do it in, obviously, as fewer trips as I can. So we'll cut across the plain just down here a little. Between the trees if we can. Right, so here's the river. So it's probably easier to just run a fraction more this way. And then cross. Because of course the bridge is out and you can't fix it. Now here's the spot where I want to go up, but it is going to be very tricky to get up there. So what I'm actually going to see if I can do with the notoriously crappy Russian crane, and see if I can put these things up here onto this rock. Because if I can do that, right, looks like I can't. Almost there. Just gonna say there. Okay, that's good. That's good. Happy with that. Where can I put these? Maybe a little bit further on. The whole point of doing all this fiddling about, by the way, is so I don't have to climb that hill twice. That might be a good spot, mightn't it? Problem is, these beams are very hard to lift, so we'll see how we go. Oh, if only this crane had some guts. See, that's going to fall off there. I am sure it will. Go tumbling down into the ether. So let's try and lift it as high as we possibly can, keeping it close to us, and then throw it over there. Ah, not quite. I wonder if that's good enough. I think we're holding it with the crane. Don't think it's going to stay there. It might stay there. Get away, quick. Alright, so we've put our first load of timber and metal planks, metal beams up on top. And now let's go back and get the second load. Retracing our steps now, back across the river. Okay, come around here and find the other plank and the other metal beam. Here we are. So I'll put the loading metal beam down. Go and load it. We'll do exactly what we just did a moment ago. Crane, pack cargo. Pop that other wooden planks on top. That'll do for the minute. Now let's see if we can cross the river. this is where the fun begins. Because the Azov 7 has a very low, overhanging front bumper. But its rear is nowhere near as overhanging. So as long as we're careful, no. That's not too bad, is it? That was fairly lucky, but you know, luck is good. Now, I'm a bit frightened here, because this will put our weight the way I don't want it to be. But we should be able to keep it near to the trailer, and pop that back up on top. Get back on there. Okay, so now this time I think I'll do what I should have done the first time and pop a little preemptive winch. Can I do the side? No. I have to do it from the back. But at least there's a tree there just for me. We'll just keep dragging ourselves up to that tree. How about that for a good one? So now we have our first load of timber and metal beams that we can take up this hill to deliver to the base station. It's just a straight run up the hill, avoiding as many of the big rocks as we can. Pretty cool. There's our drop point. So it's going to be a little bit annoying because we'll come up here and then we'll offload the timber first just to get it off the truck. Then we'll offload the steel beams. They'll just sit there. Reload the timber. Near enough. Then we can deliver the first of the wooden planks. Alright, then we can head back down the mountain to where we left the other pair of beams and planks. Just have to be careful we don't drive off the edge of this cliff here, but I think we can see it. So there's the metal beams, and there's the wooden planks. That should be in range. Actually, I probably want to do the beams first, don't I? I wonder if they are in range. Yes, that's good. Drag them over. crane work. But that's what it's for. A bit like catching fish. Oh wow. It's not going where I expected it to go. Why aren't you going where I expect you to go? Oh, is this stupid... Yeah, okay. Stupid design of the crane can only go 90 degrees that way. So we have to bring it around the long way. That's pretty good. Oops. Oh. Again, we'll just pop him on top. That'll be safe there. I'm not going to pack the cargo, we don't need to. That way we'll be fine to head up the hill again. Blitz up the hill. Find the big rocks. Come up here pretty much where we were a minute ago. And do the same thing we did a minute ago. Alright. Alright, sure, you can go off that way. Put it in the mud. Put you over there. Because we can't actually offload this or deliver the metal beams until we've delivered the wood. So, oh, pressing the wrong button. Pack it and deliver it. That's even better. So then we can now keep doing what we were doing. Do exactly the same thing with these guys. Again, just got to get them into the back of the truck. Deliver that one. And oh. That's a good one. Store the crane, pack the cargo, and deliver it. There we go. We have now completed Uplink. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so the next thing I'd like to do is the one that I bought the vehicle spare parts for, because, you know, I bought them. So let's do it. actually there's a task there. So I'll just grab while I'm here. Covering all front. We will take that task. Yes, I think once you do that, it opens up that fuel station there. Maybe it's now open. Alright, but we're going to head back down to where we were. And obviously coming back down off those rocks is a lot easier than out jumping up onto them. That's not the right spot. That is not the right spot. Gone too far. What? Oh, it's just back there. I was close, but no banana. There's the... Can't see because of the trees, but there's the spot in there. That's the tree that we love. That's our friendly tree that helped us. Just want to get a bit more straight onto this. Now this will probably hurt a bit because of our nose. Nope, we did okay. Got to be careful not to get myself caught here. So I'll just get a little bit of angle on. Nope. A bit more angle on. That's better. There we go. I think there's actually a couple of spots I could have come through the off the edge there, but that works. So then we'll just head back up to the uplink task. Loud and clear, sorry. And that'll be about the end of today. I should just get that done, I reckon. Trouble getting across the river. Again, it'll be our noses caught. Pushing half the forest out of the way, I would suggest. There we go. If I remember, we can just cut through. The difficult part actually is getting over that river, so I think we won't cut through. We'll follow the road. Follow the road. Because this crossing here is achievable. Side of all of those big rocks because they're just annoying. And again with the Azov 7, it's just going to hit that bank. Oh, not too bad. Not too bad at all. back up here. Ready to deliver some vehicle spare parts to the old lumber yards. So if we pull up here, grab some vehicle spare parts that were kindly placed here for us. See if we can put this in sideways. Yeah, can't be bothered fiddling around now. Same with this one, aren't I? That'll do. That'll do. So then, now that we've got these packed, we should be able to deliver 1, 2. There we go. Loud and clear. It's all done. So on that note, as it's a little bit after 8 o'clock, we'll call it there. So that's a pretty good effort of getting that uplink contract done. And now sneakily doing loud and clear at the same time. So that leaves us well through the delivery type contracts. There's not too many more of those to do. A couple more, but not too many more. So I think we're starting to make some good progress. So tomorrow we'll come back, continue on with some of the repair type tasks. One last delivery thing for some cement, I think it is. And then we're really starting to get our way through the rift. Anyhow, hope you enjoyed. That was a really productive day. Hope maybe that little shortcut I took up for the uplink might be useful for you if you're playing yourself. Yeah, hopefully that was all good and fun. And hopefully you'll join me again tomorrow as I continue on with my adventures in SnowRunner. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.